How you doing?
Move back a little bit,
Can you see
baby.
me?
You got some light?
Oh, you can't see me?
Let's see.
Like this? I'm gonna get into the light real
Okay,
quick.
let's get into the light.
How you doing?
Baby, how many tattoos you got on your face?
I got about 8.
8 tattoos?
Yeah, I got about 8 of them.
Where do you work?
I'm a chef.
You're a chef. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a teardrop under your eye?
I got 3 of them.
Does that mean you killed 3 people?
No. It means I lost. One of them is for my mother.
Okay.
She got killed when I was 2. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, that's good.
I'm sorry to hear that. I asked that question because that's what I was told about teardrops under eyes.
I mean, yeah, it is. A lot of times, if they've been shaded in, then that means that you actually kill somebody. So, you know.
Okay, but that's not
mine
the case.
haven't been shaded in.
Okay.
No, ma'am. No.
All right. Well, we're happy you're not a killer.
Yeah.
We are happy about that. All right, let's get to know you. What's your name, sweetheart?
Yakir. My real name is Yakir.
Jakir?
Yakir with a Y.
Yakir. So Yakir?
Mm-hmm.
Where you calling us from?
Yeah. I'm coming from Atlanta.
ATL. I'm in Atlanta.
Yep.
I get a lot of people from Atlanta when I'm in Atlanta. It's so funny.
This is actually my first time. Like, I just followed you probably like yesterday.
Okay, well, welcome to the party.
Yeah. I like what you got going on and how you represent the culture. So, and I never this is my first time. So I appreciate what you give to the community.
I appreciate that. Well, you better get ready because they're going to be all up in your DMs. They're going to be talking about you. So let's keep going. Yakir, Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, I already know.
You're a chef. You have any kids?
I got a son, a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old. Why you not with the mom?
She took him from me.
Why she took him from you?
Cause she was jealous. She wanted me back. She knew what I bring to the table. Like I'm a provider. I love family. I grew up in a shelter, so I'm big on family and family oriented. And I recently, cause I see the comments. Yeah, I recently just got out of prison for beating up a police officer because he put his hands on my baby mama. So I don't hit women. And why you looking like that? Why you look? I mean, of course you see the tattoos. You automatically go. I mean, of course I've been to prison. So, but it was for. I feel like it was for a legitimate cause. But long story short, when I went to prison, my baby mama was like a month pregnant with my son. So I got out of prison. He was already 3 years old, and I did everything I could possibly do to maintain contact to get in my son's life. And when the opportunity presented itself for me to do so, she got jealous because she felt like that she used my son against me to try to get me back with her, but she wasn't living the same lifestyle that I required to live because I want to change in my life. She was still running the streets and doing whatever she wanted to do. So 2019, March the 22nd was my son's birthday, and she came to my sister's crib at the party. And I didn't really want her to come, but I would never put myself in a position to deny a mother to see her own son. She came to the birthday party, said she had a birthday party planned at her crib, and took my son, and that was basically the last time I spoke to her and saw her.
And this was when was this?
2 years ago.
And you can't find her at all?
No.
So does she have family members that can help you? Like, she doesn't have any family that can tell you where she is?
I mean, she got family, but I never had no contact with her family. I never had no no phone numbers, no social media accounts or whatever. A few of her friends basically hit me up, told me I need to get my son back because he's not in the best position in wherever she's at or whatever she's doing. But other than that, it's just like a dead open door.
So I got a question. So you went to jail for beating. Okay, so what was the situation? Because you said you went to prison for beating up a cop that was beating up this woman. I'm assuming your child's mother?
Yes, ma'am.
So what happened?
Well, I was in a gas station in College Park pumping gas, and basically it was my baby mama, her best friends in a car. And we was at the club, and I guess, you know, they were still hyped up. You know, they out there dancing or whatever. And he came and tried to basically like use his badge to, you know, telling them to turn down the music. And when they turned down the music, he just basically, it was just like basically harassment. And then it went from that to him actually trying to flirt with my baby mama. And she told him that, I mean, we've never been in a relationship, but she basically was like, my dude is in the gas station. So he was belligerent. He was like being combative and actually argumentative. Like no matter how many times she told him no and leave her alone, that's when he want to try to like search the vehicle. I come outside, I put gas in the car, and he asked me all these type of questions like, who is these females to you? And I'm like, why you want to know? So it came to the point where he told my baby mama to step out the car. She refused to. And then he grabbed her out the car, like snatched her out the car, whatever, and you know, the rest was history.
And how many years in prison did you have to do?
I did 3 for that.
3. Did you go to prison for something else?
Yeah.
Well, what else did you go to prison for?
I did altogether. I did 11 years.
Oh, so what did you do for the other 9 years?
I got into. Okay, so I'm from New Orleans, and
okay.
I grew up in the shelter. I basically, I went to prison as a child. I was like 16 years old when I went to prison. And just hanging around the wrong crowd, being like, I'm very loyal. So I was on that, you know, these my partners, these my homeboys, and really like just hanging around the wrong crowd. Got caught up in like some armed robberies and stuff like that, which I don't rob nobody, but, you know, living the lifestyle that I had, I didn't have a fortunate lifestyle. I wasn't like raised like everybody else. I didn't have the opportunities. I didn't have the financial, you know, freedom or comfortability to be able to be successful in my life. My father's white and he's a police officer. And, you know, I wanted to be a police officer at that time or be in the Army, but, you know, things happen. God put me on a different journey. So, you know, now I do motivational speaking. I wrote 3 books. I do music. I write poetry. So I go to like juveniles and basketball games and stuff and birthday parties or whatever, you know, and so that's what I do now.
Okay. But, well, listen, I'm not gonna badger you on the reason, but you didn't give me the reason why you went to jail for the other, I guess it's 8 years. But it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to tell me. Okay. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not gonna badger that answer out of you. That's not a requirement answer. You did tell us she was in jail for 11 years, so we'll leave it at that. How old are you, White here?
I'm 36.
36. How long have you been out of prison, though? Can you at least answer that?
Yeah, I've been out going on 4 years.
Okay, so you've been out of jail for 4 years. All right, so you're in Atlanta. You're a chef. You have 1 son that's 5. You've been out of jail for 4 years. You spent 11 years in prison. When's your birthday?
September 26th.
September 26th. Is that a Virgo or a Libra?
Libra.
I have a question before we move on. Being that you assaulted the police officer in honor of your child's mother, and now she's no longer in your life, is there any bitterment or like, are you bitter towards her? Are you mad at her? Like, how do you feel about you went to prison for her, and according to your story, you went to prison for her, and then she took your child and left?
I mean, there's a lot of resentment because, I mean, it's cliche in the world we're living in that, you know, Black men are deadbeat fathers and they don't like to take care of their children. And I often see, and even when I was doing my incarceration, that there are Black men out there that want to be in their child's life. I do feel like that if you have 2 parents that can't come to an agreement or, you know, that argue, you should keep the child out of it. So I try to break a generational curse and actually giving my child or my future children a life that I never had before. So it's depressing, it's sad, and it's hurtful because my child was never an accident. I actually had my child on purpose because I thought that was going to change me or give me that push that I need to actually be successful and to humble myself. So, but simultaneously, you know, I don't hate her. I can't, you know, because she's the mother of my child. I just wish that she had better ways of going about doing certain things. And I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Got
To
you.
a certain extent.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we got a lot of backstory from you tonight, but now let's get to our general questions. Why care? What kind of woman are you looking for?
I mean, me personally, I believe in reciprocation. So I hate when women create expectations for men that they can't fulfill themselves. And so I believe in, no, I just actually got out of a relationship, but it was my fault. You know, I don't cheat. I just, you know, I'm dealing with like emotional issues. Like they say I'm toxic. So, but really, I just want somebody that's real, loyal, and honesty. I'm not big on the looks department, because that really don't matter. You know, I met a lot of beautiful women living in Atlanta that got nasty attitudes, so that make them less attractive. So it really is not about looks. It's just, I just really want somebody that is able to accept me of my flaws and accept who I am, and really don't mind taking the time out to find out who I am, what I am, and why I am.
Okay. Do you have any strong deal breakers, something you absolutely would not date?
Say that again.
Anything that you will not date, like something that no matter what, like a deal breaker for you.
Oh, I hate gold diggers.
Gold diggers.
Yeah, because I'm a provider. Like the female that's really my ex now, we still speak. When I first met her, before I actually met her, I mean, like before we actually solidified our relationship or friendship and we went out on a date, I looked at her nails and I was like, oh, you need to get your nails done. And I'm finna take care of that for you. And she was independent, you know, and she basically was like, you know, I'm finna get my nails done this week, boy. Don't be talking about my nails. So I'm like, nah, you kicking it with me, you gonna get your nails done. So she was on the phone talking to one of her homegirls, and her homegirls was like, girl, you better let him take your nails done because you ain't got too many dudes like that. But, you know, I know in the lifestyle we live in, men like to use their money to gain attraction of a female, but say they don't like gold diggers. Women use their body to gain their attraction and their sex appeal for men, but don't like when all the men want to do is have sex. So, but I don't want to change my characteristics for being a provider and mess around and fall into the depths of a gold digger, because she see that I like going on dates. I'm adventurous. I'm spontaneous. I like hiking in parks. I like climbing up Stone Mountain. And a lot of females get the misconception that, okay, either he'll go, like, you know, I don't know if men create gold diggers by flaunting their money or just actually being like able or wanting to do things like being a traditional man. Like like I said, I think men are providers. Okay. I think we also supposed to be the initiators to take females out on dates, but sometimes that can go left.
Okay. Someone said, dang, that was kind of facts. All right. You dropping gems over here, White Care. This is White Care Atlanta, chef. When's you're a Libra, he's 36, has a 4-year-old son, been out of jail for 4 years, has a 5-year-old son, excuse me. All right. Do you have an appearance, White Care? Does a woman gotta look a certain way?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm stuck on my light skin stuff, so you know, and I know I ain't no ebony man of the month. You know, I know I got flaws and whatever, but and I believe everybody has their ideal person. So I don't date big girls, but I believe everybody deserves love. I am kind of big on the looks departments because of who I am. Like I said, I do music. I perform.
Wait, I missed that. I didn't know you did music. You told me you was a chef.
Yeah, I mean that's my current. I mean that's how I make my money and pay for my bills. But I do music. I do motivational speaking. I wrote 3 books. I'm a poet. You know. So I'm one of them very few individuals that actually had. I had a fucked up lifestyle. Put it like that. So I didn't have a rough. I had a fucked up lifestyle. But prison humbled me. It educated me. It gave me a purpose. My third eye was open. I'm very in tune with my universe. So, I mean, it's sad to say to a certain extent that I had the tattoos is on my face because I know that makes me less approachable. But to me, it's a testimony within itself. So I feel like if you're ashamed of doing something, why do it? If you're ashamed of people knowing what you do, why do it? So I'm not ashamed of the man that I become or have became. And if a woman is willing to accept that, or even just give herself the time out to find out something different, I can go with it.
All right. Could the woman have kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
I do.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date?
I mean, I don't date babies. So when I was young, I always liked the older women, or what I like to call mature women. I feel like the most wisest and individual people in the world are not just the ones with the most years in their life, but the ones with the most life in their years. So it's not really about age, it's about maturity and education.
Wait. Say that one more time. The wisest people are the ones with the most years in a, wait, what'd you say? Say it again.
No, I said that the most mature and wisest people in the world are not just the ones with the most years in their life, but the ones with the most life in their years.
Okay. Oh, that was actually okay. Okay.
And that's basically mean that
I get it when you said it the second time. So basically you're saying there's a person that could be 65, but there could be a person that's 30 that lived more life than the 65-year-old. So you're saying that person will be more mature in the life years.
Really what I'm saying is like what Aaliyah said in her album cover, age ain't nothing but a number. So you can be, I'm not going to date nobody that's in their 20s.
You know, R. Kelly created that saying, and he was sleeping with her when she was a kid. So you sure you want to quote that?
No, okay, you're right. So I'm not, okay, that's a wrong analogy. I forgot what's going on in the world. But basically, that statement is basically saying that, you know, I've met women that are younger than me, but their mature level, according to how they was brought up, is different from, I done met grown-ass children. I done met women that are grown and still thinking they in their 20s and their teens. And I done met women that have been in their 20s that act like they 30 or 40 years old. So mature, that's why I feel like it's the most, I know with age come experience. But if you was raised right, or you was like, I wasn't raised right, I became the man I became on my own. So it can go both ways. But
so what is the
I'm
age?
big on, I'm 36. I say about the lowest I go as far as dating a woman for my age has to be at least about 27, 28.
27, 28. Okay, and what's the oldest?
I say about 40.
40. Okay.
45, somewhere around there.
All right, so 27 to 40. Okay. Does she have to live in Atlanta?
Oh, that's a good ass question. I mean, it depends. I can do a long distance relationship. But if it actually comes to the point of time that we decide to get serious, of course, somebody has to relocate.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's basically like I'm a very affectionate person. I like going out on dates. I like cuddling. I like holding hands, kissing in public. And to be dating with somebody or trying to take somebody serious that stays in another state, it'll bring some discrepancies, you know, in the situation. So, but I mean, for starters, I wouldn't mind them.
Okay, you wouldn't mind. All right. Does a woman gotta make a certain amount of money to be with you?
No.
No. All right. So this is White here, Atlanta, a chef, has a 5-year-old son, 36. He told us he was once in prison. He's been out of prison now for 4 years. He'll date 27 to 40. He's a Libra. He's also a musician, a poet. He wrote a book. He's an author. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I guess because I bring a lot to the table. I'm probably like one of the very few men that actually don't mind catering towards females. I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay,
they just have to find out.
They're asking me in the comments to ask you, are you on probation? Can you travel?
No, I'm not on probation and I can't travel.
Yes, he can travel. Okay. All right, White here, let's do it. What's your Instagram name?
The Best Rap. It's at The Best Rap. No lower cases. I mean, no capital letters, no underscores, no nothing.
So The Best Rap. THEBEST rap. All right. So before you go, give me 20 seconds of you rapping. What you got?
Okay. What you want to hear? I got some positivity.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to give to the people. 20 seconds though.
All right. Okay. I got something. I say, change is a process. No change, no progress. Life's a bitch in a prom dress that's being pimped by Congress. And I'm just saying, if we don't take heed to the context, blacks will continue to be objects trapped inside the projects. That's why they leave us jobless to turn us into convicts so we can be discriminated against education and public housing. While people slouching on their couches because the white man's scared of an arousal. Everybody won't respect money and power, but what if the money was ours? It was my people who built this country off their back and shed blood, sweat, and tears for hundreds of hours. Now you running for council while black people getting hunted like scoundrels.
Got you.
And,
Black History Month. That's right.
That's why I hit that, because it is Black History Month. So I said I might as well hit a little something.
Wakia, I want to appreciate your vulnerability, your honesty, your transparency. You know, I pray that your life goes into the new direction in which you're telling us about. And thank you for coming on the show. Ladies, if you're interested, you know what to do. 27 to 40. He does not mind if you have kids. He is open to having more kids. He desires for you to be in the Atlanta area. Not a gold digger, but he is a provider. You do got to be attractive to him. And let's see what it does. Keep me posted, baby.
I got you. I appreciate you.
No problem. Bye, boo.